At 23 miles long and a mile wide, Loch Ness is the largest lake in Scotland, holding more water than all the lakes and rivers in England and Wales combined. At a depth of 800 feet, it is deeper than the North Sea, which it connects to by way of the River Ness and the Moray Firth. The water is dark from soil runoff and extremely cold. And it protects an ancient secret. There have been hundreds of monster sightings at Loch Ness over the last century. Most are false, visual tricks caused by the unique geology, or trick photography used to exploit tourism. There has also been one near-fatal attack.
There are a lot of people who come here week after week after week, and they just simply sit and look at the stones, or stand and look at the stones. There is most definitely a magic about them. There's an aura.
Welcome to Stonehenge, perhaps the most famous monument in the world. Its circle of giant stones standing for centuries on Salisbury Plain as one of the great mysteries of civilization. Sharon White describes the scene.
What we regard as Stonehenge, the stone circle, is only a small part of a very large, ancient and archaeological area.
Once more across the Atlantic to the Mediterranean. Our last candidate, and perhaps the strongest contender for Atlantis, is an island that lies close to ancient Greece. Here, one of the most sophisticated cities ever to have arisen in the ancient world was blown to smithereens in one of the worst natural disasters in human history. Perhaps this is, once and for all, the origin of the legends on the trail of Plato's lost city of Atlantis. Although explorers and cranks have claimed dozens of sites to be the remains of the lost civilization, probably the best candidate of all is the Greek island of Santorini. Here in 1967, archaeologists sensationally discovered a beautifully preserved ancient city buried deep below the earth.
Discovered adrift in the middle of the ocean. No captain at her helm. No crew on deck. On board, no signs of a fight. Her valuable cargo intact. She flew no distress signal. Rudderless, she wandered the Atlantic, her tattered sails the only sign of disorder. What had happened to turn the Mary Celeste into a ghost ship?
The Bermuda Triangle, also known as the Devil's Triangle, stretches between Puerto Rico, Miami, and Bermuda, an area of 500,000 square miles. Barely a month goes by without a boat or plane vanishing without a trace. In the last 100 years, thousands of people have lost their lives here. And no one is really sure why. The mystery dates back over 500 years. Even Christopher Columbus reported strange lights and giant waves appearing out of nowhere. Hundreds of boats met their end in these deadly waters. Lost ancient cities, mysterious curses, even sea monsters are blamed.